Let's fucking go.
The Emperor has been expecting you.
Hi everyone and welcome to 16 Figure Folks. And you're very welcome to another episode of, pardon me, The Hope Show. I believe this is episode number 45. So we're going to bring the guys in. We got Trevor, aka the 16 Shooter, and we have Phil, aka the _ Empire Strikes. And I think Ian is somewhere making a kitchen, but he should be joining us. He said he'd be a little bit late. He's ripping his kitchen out and replacing his kitchen. I wish I had those skills. How are you doing, gentlemen?
Great.
Very good. In a terrible weather.
Terrible weather. Yeah, well, yeah, I'd say our weather could probably give your weather a run for its money, like overcast and rainy, yeah?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I get you. What's your kind of like, are you New Jersey or New York?
New York,
You're
it's
East
beautiful
Coast,
here
East
right
Coast,
now.
yeah?
It's the
All right.
best day of the year so far. 75, and I was like, maybe I should just be outside. I haven't been outside a lot today, but I guess right around 5 o'clock, probably by the time we're wrapping up, it's going to start to pour. So we're getting a big thunderstorm
Yeah.
through. So
Yeah, as soon as
I'm
you
like,
kinda,
whatever.
and as soon as you have to go outside, it kind of starts to rain. Like, I find like, I always find when I go back to school in September, the weather just like gets really good, or when people are doing exams, the weather's really good, and then you finish your exams and then bang, the weather just absolutely keels over. Okay, so we got like, if you just joined us, we got a good show organized for you today. I'm just going to throw out some basics while we wait for Ian. So we're at 3,287 subscribers. Massive thank you if you're one of them. If you're watching now and you're enjoying the content, maybe consider subscribing. Just a shout out to our members. We got 2 tiers. We got troopers and commanders. As usual, the link to join a channel membership, to become a channel member, is pinned into the live chat there. So first of all, the gifted memberships, we got Calvin Loki Collector, JB, Blurred Dad Life, Malek Mabane, and Christian Detour Collections. In the Trooper tier, we've got Figurecraft, the Movie Canon, Howard Potts, Kenneth Jacobson, Danny Spotchka, Ancient Silver Fox, Jose G. Hernandez, Brian Wong, The Ben Thomas Show, Eddie Money Mendez, Caffeinated Comic Fan, Jim Collector, Lancelot's Nerd Corner, Mugwump, Mike L., and Ryan Smith. If you are in the Commander tier, you get your YouTube username handle displayed at the end of all the content, live streams and videos, reviews, all that kind of stuff, just like this. New videos was busy. I was like Hot Toys last week, very, very busy. And I just got to record a kind of a summary of the news yesterday, actually, and put it up of all those announcements for drops, releases, all that kind of stuff. And I chose to put the Troopers on the thumbnail, same as I chose to put the Troopers on the thumbnail for tonight's show, because that's the one I was most excited about. And I thought I was on my own, but I'm looking at other streams and content, and it seems that a lot of people were excited about the Troopers. So, yeah. So, Trevor, haven't seen you in a while. Do you want to kickstart this? We'll maybe do a topic or two and then I'll address the chat. I think you're muted, buddy.
Let's talk about Troopers. Let's jump right into that.
All right, I'll get straight in. So good stuff. A man after my own heart. All right, what am I looking for in my tab here? Okay, so this one here. I'm not sure if you can see from there, but if I go full screen maybe. Oh no, you can't. It's actually covering just under there. I have this exact Trooper, but not quite. They released it. This is a straight up re-release. When they did this before, it was the MMS 514 and the MMS 515. The MMS 514 is the one that I have that doesn't come with this beautiful Death Star light up diorama. And it's one of my regrets. I was like, why didn't I go and get the diorama? And I think it was actually two reasons. Number one, I really don't use displays. 90% of the time my figures are posed without displays or bases, because I typically don't like the sand bases or the rectangular Star Wars bases or those octagon endgame bases or those big diamond bases. I don't like those generic ones. However, I really like when they put the effort into the diorama ones. I should have gone for this one. Also, the person was buying me it as a gift and I didn't want to, as we say in Ireland, take the piss, so I went for the cheaper one so it wouldn't be too expensive. I do regret it though. I'm getting two of these and I'm probably going to sell the one behind me. I've cleared it with the person who bought it for me, but this it's a trooper. This is the MMS 736. The only thing I have to bad say about this is, why didn't they just convert that to a USB? I mean, I'll just dummy battery it.
Strange choice.
But look, I like the green lenses. My own 501st armor, I swapped out the bubble. It's in a New Hope armor, and I swapped out the bubble lens. You literally couldn't see a thing. There's a reason why those guys can't hit anything. I like the green tint, and when I swapped out the green tint, I could see more, and I stopped walking into things. So I love this. I'm getting two, and I'm actually going to go quick batch in this. I want them in the collection. Maybe I pose two of them with a Vader or something like that, or a Boba Fett, but I'm probably going to use the Death Star diorama with your favorite figure, the Alec Guinness Obi-Wan, and I'll probably get a CC Fell for that, because I think that would look incredible. You know,
I think it would too.
Obi-Wan, standing in front of that, wire these in with a dummy battery. Look, I'm just hyped about this, but I'll stop talking. Trevor, you picked it. What you
I don't know why I'm with you. I don't know why. I mean, I think they just keep leaving money on the table. It may not be worth it to them. It's new packaging, etc., etc. What's up, Ian? But why don't they offer these individually? Like, people would buy these things. I would buy, 4 or 5 of these things to line them up. You know what I mean? And have some things on there. It would be great. Like you said, like I have two troopers. I got the two original, the 2-pack set way back in the day, and with Vader in the middle coming through the Tantive Jazz Inc. diorama. But I'm tempted to get, I don't know, one of these guys. I actually don't know where I'd put the diorama at this point. But if I had a bunch of them, that'd be great. But I'm not buying 3 or 4 troopers just to get backgrounds. You know what I mean? I'm hoping somebody will sell them, part them out on eBay or something like that, and sell them. But they're not going to be cheap. But they look great. I'm glad they're doing this. This is the kind of stuff I want to see. I want to see more. I know we're going to get into predictions, but I want to see more OT stuff get re-released. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With some improvements.
Yeah, it's hard to pass OT. I mean, I know that there's certain things that they will release from OT and I won't get. I know that. I'm not like... I feel I'm kind of like on the OT train the same way I am with the Dark Knight. My default setting is I'm interested, but I might not get certain pieces. Whereas, say, when other things like the Clone Wars, my default setting is no, I'm not collecting the Clone Wars. I have to draw the line. So all these OT is something I just cannot keep my eyes off this. And I know they've done it before, but I think maybe it's because I knew I made a bad call in not getting this the first time with the diorama. So it makes sense for me to sell on the one I have, pick up 2 of these. But like I said, those dioramas, I think I'm going to end up putting different figures on top of them.
Yeah, and you've got the reverse on the other side, which I hadn't seen until there is a picture with it. But so you can literally stagger them if you had a bunch and create a wall. And I just don't know why they're not selling them. It's crazy. $50, people would buy these like crazy, and it probably cost them 10 to make or less.
Yeah,
so.
and I think they can slide in next to each other because they're I think the edges are plush. I don't think from what it looks like. I'll flick through some of these photos. Phil, what do you think? Do you have a trooper? I know you're an OT guy.
I've got the mustard from Mandalorian and the commander, Stormtrooper commander, was it? The orange pauldron.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, financial things have changed out of my hands at the moment, but I'm definitely getting one. I wish I could get. I really want 2, and ideally, I'd like 3 because I would love to have the 2 light up walls and then and flip the middle one around.
Yeah, that's a great idea, actually. Yeah.
But I couldn't let it go. I'd sell my right arm if I had to get one of these guys.
They're pretty sweet now. And what's unique about it is when these were first, I think this was 243 on Sideshow originally, and now it's 240. Which, if it was $20 more expensive, we'd probably just go, I suppose inflation.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a good thing it's not 50 more, because it's like we're so used to the price of everything going up. But I suppose I think it's good that they've kind of gone right. What I like about them is obviously that it gives people another chance to get them. Mm-hmm. The original trilogy kind of never really goes out of fashion. The interest is still there, it's still relevant. You've got those diorama bases. The price, they didn't gouge it up, they kept it, they actually dropped it a little bit, and they're available now. There was no like long wait, like, because that would be a bit ridiculous if there was a long wait for these, you know. So Ian,
hey,
how are
sorry
you?
about that.
Was there a bit of a delay, was there?
There was, yes. So I was worried that I'd done something wrong when I've been working in the house today. So yeah.
So you may as well give us your thoughts on this there. I presume you're interested in these?
Yes, so I bought the original regular version. I can't remember, was that 5 years ago? 6? Oh, I can't remember. So I've got one Return of the Jedi already. I've pre-ordered 2, but I need... So I've got the Han Solo in disguise that came with it. Unfortunately, Luke Skywalker didn't. I want 6 together to create a background scene, so I need 3 more, but I don't want to get 3 more Stormtroopers. Eh?
This guy building a Death Star, huh?
Well, I would love them to have them as an accessory. I don't want another 3 Stormtroopers, and I'm not willing to pay $700 or something for another 3. But I want the Death Star wall. Mm-hmm. I've got a thing that I want to do with it. So yeah, it's annoying, and plus the Han Solo in disguise is slightly different colour from what I'm led to believe from the original Return of the Jedi Death Star background. There's a slightly different grey tone.
Oh. Alright, so the tone and the one that comes with the Han Solo in disguise, the grey tone is slightly different, is it?
I think from memory, unless the chat can correct me, but I believe that was the case.
I thought
it wouldn't bother me, because halfway round I would reverse the Death Star. I don't want it all 6 lit up.
That's what Ian was saying. Or sorry, that's what Trevor was saying.
Yeah, so I would use that to break it up. It'd be too much. But yeah, this was a welcome surprise for me. This is good, because I did regret not going. I had too many things going on when this was released. I had so many other figures, so I just went regular. But yeah, I really want more of the Death Star wall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm looking forward to having a display where I can. I was just saying there before you joined, like I probably will actually pose the 2 troopers left and right of Return of Jedi Vader when he comes out. I'll try him. I'll see what it looks like in the Bleed, and if I don't like it, I don't like it, but I just think it would look so cool with the 2 of them flanking it. And then the 2 walls, I'll maybe give Boba Fett one and Alec Guinness Obi-Wan another, because I think Alec Guinness Obi-Wan standing in one of those lit up with a CCFL, I think that would look incredible. Like, but
I am surprised that there's not any third parties that are putting these out. There was the company that did it for 1/12 years ago before somebody licensed it. It was an unlicensed thing, and I know Jazz Inc. has some dios, but a lot of this stuff on his end is sold out, or it's. I mean, his stuff is handmade. It's pricey. You know what I mean? You get 2 of those walls, and it's like $220. I don't know, $250 or something like that. Just all I want is like the walls. I could put the lights in behind it. You know what I mean? I just want blank walls that would cost me like $40 a piece or something like that to pop up someplace. It'd be great. Really shocked nobody's doing it. I'm sure you can print them yourself, but I don't have that kind of time.
Yeah, and then the paint applications like as well.
That, yep.
Yeah, look, this is just a welcome surprise. I mean, it was only a matter of time before they were always going to do Stormtroopers again, but if you think about it, they don't do them as often as you think. They give us loads of different clone troopers from the animated series The Clone Wars. They've given us, like, I'm not a prequels collector, but I do have a Cody and a clone pilot because they're just two of the most stunning pieces of armors that I can remember. Then they've got the Obi-Wan Kenobi vert. There's so many different types of troopers, but it typically is clone troopers. There's not that many. But then again, I suppose just basic stormtroopers, probably not. But then you do have variations like the Incinerator, the Mustard, the Commander, and the Remnant. But just basic original trilogy stormtroopers, not as common. So look, they're $3 cheaper. You get another crack at that light up display base that I think a lot of people are excited about. Unfortunately, it's dummy battery, but look, while I don't like having to go out and buying, I've looking up actually just I'm looking at when these ship, I'll worry about that, but I see on Amazon and stuff you can get them for like a tenner. So it's like a USB at one side, a 2-meter cable, which is more than enough, and then it's like one little battery, and then you can get these. They're almost like spacers. You can get them in packs of like one main battery and then like 2 or 3 kind of like dummy batteries just to in case the compartment has 2 or 3. This one has 3, so it's like one AAA looks red, and I think that's the live one or something like that, and then the other 2 are kind of like space holders, so you can get them for like a tenner. So hopefully they work out. But yeah, I'm just going to address the chat before we move on any further because we got an Irish collector here, Dave's Man Cave IRL, which stands for Ireland, I believe. Of course, this is always pinned in the live chat, just a link to channel members if anyone wants to consider supporting the channel that way. Much appreciated. Malek Mabane, thanks very much for being here. This man was gifted a channel member the other day, I think it was yesterday. We got Phil Empire Strikes warming up the chat there. We got 12-inch Moose Stream in the building as well, another channel member. Thanks for being here. We got Mike as well. We got Calvin Low-Key Collector, who had a channel membership gifted to him yesterday. We've got Darth Bane. We've got Tragedy Tales watching from Jamaica. Good stuff. Enjoy that. We got the fact checker here as well. He's here in spirit. He's not here in body. And neither is the challenger Mike. So we're going to have to pit 2 of these other people off against each other today in face off. We've changed it from fact checker to face off because I don't want Jose thinking he's always going to be king. Eventually, you know, I mean, you're going to come off the king. You best not miss. But eventually, someone's going to knock him off, so it has to be like fair. So he's a reigning champion at the moment, but we've got an intercontinental champion in Mike L. So he's gonna hopefully next time they're face to face, we'll pit them against each other. So we got Boba Fettuccini, channel member. Thank you very much for being here. We got Ryan Smith, another channel member. Thank you for being here. We got Neilerific Same. Thank you very much for being here as well. We got Stanley. Jose is working and Eddie is working, and we missed them both. All jokes aside, we do miss them both. JB was gifted a channel membership. Thanks very much for being here. We got Dublin's Devil. Looking forward to hanging out with this guy Keith this weekend. Keith, both in the 501st. There is a science fiction film festival. Film festival happening in a place called Kerry. Which would be very, very close to the coastline where Skellig Michael was used for the sequel trilogy. Absolutely beautiful and stunning looking scene. But there's a science fiction movie festival down there, and we're going down the 501st in a troop, and it's a place called Port McGee, and there's like whiskey domes, and like so it's a famous kind of whiskey. So it'd be really like, come on, science fiction kind of movies, a 501st, some Guinness, some whiskey. What's not to like? So really looking forward to that. I'm gonna one of the jobs I have to do besides trooping is when I'm not wearing the armor, I'm gonna get some drone footage of there's like a lightsaber battle. They're handing out like 100 free lightsabers to kids there for the opening, and they're all going to go around and absolutely hammer each other. So there'll be kind of footage of the area and stuff like that. So looking forward to that as well. We got Tragedy Tales. We got who else? We got Shiny. I take Obi-Wan's cloak off and pose. Yeah, that's very funny. I like that. That's good. He's become one with the Force. Keith, thanks very much for being here. Just catching up with you. Is it Gideon? fingers crossed they reissue Empire Strikes Back Snowtroopers. Yeah, could be a thing. Could be a thing. On a long enough timeline, everything gets reissued. We got this Joker. Speaking of Jokers, we got this Joker in the building. Thanks for being here, Marco. And Mark Attack here as well. Thali Meyer from Germany. And oh look, someone is making it rain already. Okay, so 1 second. I'm like losing my position here and stuff. Alright. So we have got, thanks very much to Dart Bane. Where can I get the best deal for CCFL? Oh, they're not cheap. They are not cheap. I personally buy from Art 15 Custom. I don't get a kickback for saying that. I just think they make a great product. I've used them for a year now and there's no melting or any issues going on with them. I have heard some horror stories about CCFLs. I've heard Chris Custom Sabers very good as well, but they are not cheap. You're talking probably like 150 around that, all in between the hilts, the CCFL, the remote control, shipping and stuff like that. But check out Art 15 Custom and Chris Custom Sabers on Instagram and see which one is the best price. Or of course Fusion Reactors are doing their own non-CCFL version. But thank you very much for the super chat, Dartbane, much appreciated. Shane has 2 clones and I don't, but I'm the one who considers himself a clone collector. I just couldn't pass up on. I think Cody and the clone pile are just amazing. Rita, thank you very much for being here. And what else we got? Hot Toys Collector UK. I'm nearly up to date now. We got Mark Mitchell, Snowtroopers I need badly, and then we've got channel members of the movie canon. Sorry folks, I should really do that at the start because otherwise it's just taking way too long. Ian, would you mind choosing the next topic for you, unless anyone else has anything else they'd like to say about the troopers?
Just the photography. I think the posing of those photographs is phenomenal.
Yeah,
that was a seller on his own.
Yeah, it was a unique one because when I saw them I was like, what is this? These are the exact same photos. They used the same photos that I did the last time. And then the next day I saw the post and I was like, these photos look different. And I saw blogger images like, whoa, these are out already. Like that was, that was welcome. But yeah, you're right. I agree. The posing and the photos were cool. Did you see the one with the wounded trooper and his trooper buddy helping him?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Cool. Ian.
Right. I'm brain dead today, or more so than normal, so let's go for something easy like the snap.
Okay, I see what you've avoided there.
Oh, I'm not doing that.
You mightn't like this one though. You mightn't like this. I'm not going to lie to you. I put a bit of thought into these ones today. Sometimes I do them on autopilot, but I put a bit of thought into these. If you're just joining us, thank you very much to the 60 people watching live. If you're watching on the replay, if you're a subscriber, thank you very much. If you're not, if you're enjoying the content, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button. It does help the channel. Right. Basically, I'm going to show you 2 images and you got to decide which one gets Thanos snapped out of existence. Ian. 2 fantastic sequels that I know are very close and dear to your heart. I'm pretty sure Trevor just swore at me in his mind. Yeah,
I am swearing at you.
This is what they call dead space on the radio.
Just watching painful faces.
Do you want time to think, Ian? It's easy for me because I haven't seen the sequel yet to Dune.
Okay, we'll pass over to Phil. So,
yeah, so easy snap for me. Dune to go. I haven't seen it yet.
I wish I hadn't seen one of these. Well, actually, no. I wish I probably hadn't seen Dune 2 yet because then it'd just be an easier choice. I'm still gonna have to, as these are examples of how to do a sequel good, and that last statement was not an example of how to speak English good, but I think I got my point across. They are very good sequels. I would have to snap Dune 2. Someone on the panel, just give me I think Ian's a bit of a dealer. Like the first one was for free. He hit me up with these. He knew he got me right in the heartstrings, and he just did a really nice thing, and he sent me on. Oh, I just happen to have this spare Dark Knight trilogy and Blu-ray 4K lying around. I didn't even own a 4K player, but then I went out and got one. And now I'm just like hooking that 4K to my veins. So I went out and bought Aliens on 4K. My God, this thing is crisp. I was shocked. Like shocked how sharp. I've never seen the movie like that before. Now I know it's personal preference. There's very little grain in it. And I suppose it's personal preference. Do you like the grain or not? But in terms of like how sharp it is, I could not get over it. I thought I wouldn't notice it that much, but I was so impressed. But anyway, yeah, Aliens, I've got to snap Dune. It kills me because Dune is amazing as well. But Ian, back to you.
Yeah, I'm the same. I think about longevity, and I can see me watching Aliens over and over again. Love Dune 2, but Aliens is my jam. And let me do something impromptu.
He's gonna do the McGregor walk, isn't he? What about yourself, Trevor? Oh no, wait.
Yeah.
Right. In here, I have a second copy of Aliens 4K Remastered. Let's do a live giveaway right now.
All right, Santa Claus. Who buys two copies of things? But that's very generous of you.
Backup.
I forgot I pre-ordered a limited edition one, and I pre-ordered this as well. I do this shit. I'm old. I'm old. So, I have two. One's
How will
going.
we do
Shane.
it?
Shane, let's do it. I don't know. Let's do a question. We can.
Okay.
Let's do it at the end of the show, so you all
Okay. So
stay here.
maybe we will. That's a great idea. Look at you, marketing genius. What we'll do is we'll kind of maybe go back and forth in the private chat. It could be something simple like what year a movie was released or whatever, and we'll maybe type back and forth in the private chat, and when we come up with an agreement, maybe first person to put it in the chat or something like that.
Yeah,
What do you think?
absolutely. But Jose and Throne's office are not allowed to enter.
I think that's absolutely fair. All in favour say aye. Aye. Okay.
Aye.
Do you know what? It'll be an aliens related question. Would that be good?
Yes.
Grand. Okay. Brilliant. Sounds great. Thanks, Ian. That is. I tell you, this is our own Scottish Santa. I reckon you should change your name now to Scottish Santa.
It's not true what they say about Scots people.
What did they say?
They're
about
actually
them?
quite friendly and generous.
Oh, I've definitely never
Sprinkled with the odd fuck you.
Yeah.
You nicked it then.
I've definitely given you a lot of abuse. But like that's just how we show affection. That's just the way it is. Okay, so you're getting rid of your snapping Dune. I'm snapping Dune. Phil's snapping Dune because well he hasn't seen it, which makes perfect sense. Trevor.
Well, I want to snap Mark Attack and Mike Fiala into a couple of reclining chairs next to each other to sit down and watch the Aliens movies, which they both said they have not seen, and Mark Attack hasn't seen Dune either. So you have to go and do that right away. This goes back to when we were talking about Dune, whether, I mean, you've got classics that have stood the test of time, and you've rewatched over and over and over again, and they stand up. You can recite them. They're amazing, and then there's new stuff that comes along, which is incredible, but you don't have that, longevity to go by. But I'm going to be the odd man out. It'll be very hard, but I can go with my memories of Aliens. I think I'm going to want to watch Dune in the future.
Right.
A lot. I loved it. I love the story. I love the world they built there. So,
But you were a diehard fan of the. You were a fan of the way before the trilogy. Well, I know it's going to be a trilogy.
Yeah, I like the books.
You read the books, yeah.
Yeah, not all of them, but I have read most of them, or at least the first three, anyway. I don't know, man. It's probably just you know, what do you call it? Recency bias, but yeah, I'm going to be the odd man out and snap aliens. I know I'm going to hate me about that, but that's,
there are
whatever.
no wrong choices here, and
No.
I do think Dune 2 is going to stand the test of time. Brilliant. Okay, so we've got a few more. Oh, by the way, I've got 20
That was
pages
too
left of Dune, and I have Dune Messiah lined up as well.
Cool.
So looking forward to it. So I wanted to think who's the two figure that people are hyped about. I think it's fair to say that these are two figures I'm hyped about, and I think a lot of people in the chat are hyped about. Definitely, if you're DC Batman collectors, which one would you vaporize? I'm gonna stick with you, Trevor. What you think?
I thought this was going to be easy at first. But,
No, they're never easy.
I mean, Returns wasn't obviously my favorite movie, but I love that trilogy. And I see, I come from a different time. Like Batman 89 back then, like I had everything that came out, every McDonald's cup, every figure, everything from that. And for a while I've thought like, maybe I don't need 89 on the shelf, but I do. I've ordered it. I didn't order Bane before I went on waitlist stupidly, so I'm gonna have to pick it up now. But I'm just to say for iconic reasons, you got to go with Keaton. I mean, you just got to go with Keaton. You have to snap Bane.
Okay, so Trevor's getting rid of Bane, and best of luck trying to snap that bad boy. He's the one who usually does the back snapping. Yeah, exactly. So, Ian.
Yeah, this is another tough one. The nostalgia thing wants me to keep Keaton, and I've not got Keaton, Batman, 89 Batman in the collection. But as a figure, technically, how it looks, it's different. I'd be going for Bane, but I'm a nostalgia guy. I have to keep Keaton. So I'm snapping Bane, even though it's a better figure.
Yeah. You're snapping Bane, keeping Keaton.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Phil, what you reckon?
I'm not getting either, and it's a tough choice for me, but I'm probably going to be a little controversial. I want the Bane figure. I think it's fantastic.
Yeah,
everything that comes with the seamless arms, it's just amazing.
Mm-hmm. I think Ian summed it up there with the probably like if you're just, I suppose, marking it on like how good a figure it is, or maybe the skill that goes into it, you could argue that Bane is possibly going. Okay, we haven't seen it yet, but it could be better because of the seamless arms and the body type and all that kind of stuff. I've said multiple times before, the 1989 Batman is the movie that made me fall in love with movies, and I probably wouldn't be collecting if it wasn't for that movie. So I couldn't. I have this Snap Bane, and I have the two of them on pre-order. Yeah. All right. So,
but which one? If they could both land on your desk now, which one would you want?
I'd have to pick Keaton. Yeah, I'd pick Keaton because he'd go downstairs in the movie icons display with the Joker, and then the DX19 and the rooted INART Joker would come back up here. That's the plan. Like the iconic Batman that I want down the sitting room. I want when people walk in, everyone knows those characters. You know what I mean?
Right.
At the moment, it's looking good now. It has the DX19, the purple coat INART rooted Joker, and then the next level then is the police shootout scene from Terminator, and then the RoboCop from the original movie. Underneath that, then you've got Mech Test Tony on the stand. I actually do like that stand because it has the kind of pattern of the workshop on the base, and with dummy, and he's holding the Mark II faceplate, and the arc reactors on the ground, and next to him is the Mark III, and that Mark III 2.0 is beautiful. And then we got Deadpool and Cable, but obviously Deadpool Deadpool is more or less a household name now. He will be if or after the summer if he's not, but that is obviously going to be Deadpool and Wolverine. Do you know what I mean? Like, given enough time. But I think Keaton and, you know, like a lot of my friends are on my own age, and they'd be like, oh, yeah, Keaton. They know Bale too, but I just think that'd be amazing. Okay. Now, just to be clear, the logic behind this one was we're all hyped up on the Deadpool and Wolverine. We know it's going to happen. If it doesn't happen, it's the biggest miss ever. Like this, they're surely to God they're going to do the yellow suit Wolverine. Hot Toys reposted on their official Hot Toys Facebook the trailer the day it drops. So it's like, yeah, this is going to happen. Okay. So this is a figure that so many people are. It should happen, and people are anticipating and hyped about it. But at the same time, they are very, very skimpy when it comes to Phantom Menace. We have what? A Maul and a Qui-Gon Jinn. The obvious piece of the puzzle that's left is the Padawan Obi-Wan. They have said it's the 25th anniversary and they're going to do it. We will be talking about our prediction for May 4th later on. I don't think they're done yet. I think May 4th is when you're going to get those 25th anniversary episode 1 drops. And I think a lot of people want that. So these are two figures that haven't been announced that a lot of people want, I would imagine. Ian, which one says bye-byes? We'll join you in 5 minutes after this commercial break.
No, so here's the thing. A lot of people might think, oh, I'll stick with the Scotsman. And Obi-Wan's a big thing for me. I've got Obi-Wan figure, and yeah, I want that. I don't have a live-action Wolverine in the yellow suit, so for me, I'm keeping Wolverine and I'm snapping my fellow Scotsman.
I could be swayed if he had a green lightsaber and he was called Padawan Kenobi. I was doing my video yesterday when I was outlining a few different things. I misspoke and said I meant to say Padawan Obi-Wan Kenobi, and it came out Paddy Wan Kenobi, and people picked up on it like it's just an Irish thing, you know. We have 70 people watching live, much appreciated. Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, if you're getting some of the value. If you want to support the channel in a different way, there is a link to channel memberships there, greatly appreciated. So you are Wolverine all the way, and you're snapping Padawan Kenobi, yep. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Trevor?
Oh, this couldn't be easier. I am snickting Padawan. Bye-bye. I love the X-Men. I don't have really a lot of love for the prequels, and especially not the Phantom Menace. So as much, I think it would look good on the shelf. It's going to be cool to see it out there. I have some prequel figures, but I don't need this really to complete it. So yeah, definitely Wolverine is coming home.
Maybe this was a bit easier than I thought. And Phil?
Yeah, bye Padawan.
Someone's going to Photoshop that, and I'm all here for it. I'd be the same. This was an easy one for me. I thought it'd be harder for the panel, maybe harder for people in the chat. But yeah, I think people are not really hyped up on that yellow suit Wolverine. But the diehard Star Wars fans might veer towards the other one. But yeah, I think, is that the snap done and dusted? It is indeed. So we're going to go back. Phil, would you mind choosing our next topic for us? If you're just joining us, we have discussed the Stormtrooper in the center, and we've just done the snap. So, Phil, what do you reckon? What are we going to talk
about? Can we go for the dark side preview?
Yeah, of course. No problem. I'll just get that lined up here. So, I'm just going to flick through some of these photos, and you can just chat away, and I'll just listen to you for a while. So, there we go. This is in Hong Kong. And, yeah. And give us your thoughts there, Phil? Or?
Yeah, so I think that is the Ahsoka line looks incredible. I mean, I know this isn't it, but even the Sith Lords, I really want that Revan. The Starkiller, I mean, I've played the game. I'd love to have seen a head sculpt with that, but for what, I don't know whether they can't get his likeness right, so I'm not quite sure the reasoning behind that, but that Revan is...
Yeah.
The posing is going to be shocking on there. You can see he's wearing a girdle, isn't he? So he's not going to be doing much, but it's a presence on the shelf.
More than Starkiller is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
it might
yeah.
be okay because from the waist down is kind of free.
Mm-hmm.
So like, do you know like the post Sarlacc pit Boba Fett? That was pretty poseable because of the baggy pants on him.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I mean, the torso twist. I mean, you don't get a lot of...
yeah,
Even with the
won't get a lot
troopers
of
and everything, you don't get a lot anyway because of the armor and
Mm.
everything. But
This fella is going to get very little.
I mean, I feel for anybody living in humid countries such as Trevor, because there's a lot of pleather on that.
Yeah, I have no problem here, man. I don't know.
No.
It's not an issue. I mean, it's cool down here, so
Yeah, yeah.
temperature regulated. But yeah, I don't really have a whole lot of problem. I've got the crow. Everybody else's crow is like falling apart. Mine's fine. I haven't had anything really happen to anything. So knock on
Oh,
wood.
good.
Yeah,
Starfighter looked impressive. Don't think it's going to happen, but it looked impressive.
Yeah.
I must find that. I think this is this Soka line you mentioned.
Yeah. That Balin is unbelievable.
Yeah, Thrawn looks cool. I'm still on the fence about getting this stuff. The Rebel stuff, anyway, just because, you know, I love Rebels, and I'd love to have a representation on the shelf. I'm really in a mode where I'm just like, I'm not getting anything from things that I just don't love, and
Is it just
sadly,
the photo, or have they kind of cross-eyed him a bit, or is it just the shade?
I think it's just the light, the way it's
yeah,
taken.
okay.
Yeah. I think it looks great. I mean, that's one of the
She
best
looked great,
shots
man.
I saw. Yeah, she looks
I think
good
she.
too.
I was actually a lot of people more impressed by the Balin. I was more impressed by the Shin. I thought they nailed her expression. She kind of did that for the more or less the whole show. I can't wait to see like the next Comic-Con when everyone does Enoch. I'm looking forward to seeing those armors.
Oh yeah, you know that's going to happen all over the place.
Anything you're excited about in these? Just folks, if you wanted me to go back or go to certain lines, or just let me
I
know.
do quite like... I'm not going to pick either of those up. I mean, they were in the show for, what, 5 minutes, but I really do like that Death Trooper with the sort of zombified face underneath the mask.
Mm. Yeah, you can see it coming through there.
But the other guy looks like he's wearing an Adidas tracksuit, so I'm not really interested.
Yeah.
Like Run DMC.
Yes,
Right.
I do like this. I want to see somebody get 2 of these anchoring Michael Jackson Thriller. There's a photo. That'd be fun.
There you go. Yeah, these two all look so good here, man. I'm just...
Like
I'm not keen on the Ahsoka the White sort of grimacing face. I'm not overly keen on that.
Yeah. It's just a moment. I suppose it's weird because it's like, if you're like, I don't know, if you're in a boxing match and you freeze frame their faces in a moment, they just look hilarious. Like, so it's kind of like, it's because it's frozen, maybe it looks a bit more questionable, but I think the neutral head sculpt is great. Hair looks incredible. Like, it's just, it just
I'm
looks
gonna have to
incredible.
give in on these.
And next to Chopper, like, it just looks amazing. Like.
It's gonna happen.
We're enabling Trevor.
I mean, yeah, I've been enabling and disabling myself for since these came out, but it's gonna happen.
And you didn't particularly care for the show, would that be right?
Yes,
and
that
like
is right.
I didn't at all, and like, it is kind of one of the most complete, comprehensive lines,
sadly,
and also the standard. Can you think of one figure from the Ahsoka line that was just the prototype was an absolute miss? Because I can't. Even like that Anakin, yeah, the expression is strange, but it still looks like him.
Yeah.
It just, that looks amazing. I think they've nailed it. I really think they've nailed this.
Yeah, it's perfect. She's probably the least
Yeah.
Of all of them that have come out from this line, I think. But she still looks great. Still looks really good.
Chopper, everyone's favorite
Head sculpt's
psychotic
not bad
droid.
on there.
Yep.
The it's like I was about to say everyone's favorite like maniac psychotic droid, but I think this is like the right amount of madness. And then you have BT1, who apparently is just a complete psychopath. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Is the Anakin Skywalker Jedi Starfighter in these photos? You know,
I'm sure it was.
So then you have. Do you think you're going to get the I don't know what numbers they are, the one on the left and the one on the far right?
Fourth sister,
Fourth
fifth brother.
sister and fifth brother. Yeah.
I think that's
Yeah,
gonna
we're getting those.
Yeah, I think that's going to happen.
Yeah.
They've been teasing them
we're-
enough.
These are definitely not going to be purgatory figures.
Yeah.
We're getting these.
I don't know. Maybe.
Well, you think about what's coming up soon. Tales
Ian,
of
How
the
are they?
Empire.
How are they
We don't
putting
know.
those lightsaber inserts in there with all those fingerprints on them? Come on, guys. Bring some Windex with you. What are you doing?
Why is there
Oh,
fingerprints?
Yeah,
on
look
the
at the last
blades
shot. Yeah. All over Reva's. Look at that. Look at all that crap.
there? Yeah, and the thing is, if that was a CCFL, the light, you would never see that. Like,
Right. Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing about that Revan. Like, I think that looks incredible, and I know little or nothing about that piece, but like that
Revan. Yeah.
that if you're getting that, get two CCFLs. I know it's very expensive, but that's really going to shine on the shelf. Speaking about shining on the shelf, the Chrome Mando is something that it's on my wish list.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's good.
Is that the Chrome Mando, or is this a different version of it? I think it's the Chrome Mando.
Yeah,
Like
that's the Chrome.
Yeah, must be.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rest of this I have no interest in. I mean, this just didn't. Again, like he didn't do anything in that suit. If he had him fighting those troopers or something in the suit entirely and like really manipulating it, I think it would have been kind of cool to see. But like, he
Now
just-
this here,
yeah, that is.
like some of the okay, it
get over
does
that
look
head
like
sculpt.
Hayden Christensen. It's a great sculpt. The hair is
Mhm.
fantastic. It's some of the best sculpted hair I've seen. But like some of the poses they had in the promotion images were like, yeah, he's the teacher. He's got that cheeky grin, and it makes sense that he's guiding the young Ahsoka. But this this doesn't work. This is an example of how not to pose him.
Yeah,
It looks
he
like
needed to be
that.
looking
Father in
at
the
her.
car
If he
with
had,
wife.
if he had looked at her, if he was looking at her like with that look, that would have been different. But
Yeah. Yeah. And that's kind of it. The thing he's on, that's a repaint of the one on the right now.
mm-hmm.
Are they bark speeders?
There you go.
This looks... Do you know what? This is deceptive because this looks small and this is not small. This is
Mm.
like mammoth.
I saw this at SDCC years ago. It's huge.
Oh, it's so impressive though, isn't it?
Yeah.
And like... Is that like the light side Anakin figure inside it? Or is this a specially designed figure? Surely it's a specially designed figure to get him in there.
I don't know. I mean, it's a
'Cause you know,
tall
like-
figure,
Yeah.
but
Because you know when he was on set, he couldn't fit in. So
right,
His legs were dangling out. Like.
right.
This looks really cool though. I'll go back to this one.
It looks like they may
Ian,
have made it.
You
Taller
getting
or
on to
deeper or
Brian,
something.
Brian for another module case for this?
Yeah.
Is he
Don't.
muted?
Yeah, don't.
That's that. You're just saying like I hope. I hope they don't
Don't
announce
come
it.
out
Is that-
with
is
it.
that-
Don't come
yeah,
out
yeah,
with it.
yeah.
No,
I don't
I'm,
think
I'm
that's
already
happening.
pressing Lucy's button just now about another wall of Moji cases. So,
The fun never stops in your household, Ian. All right.
Is that why you're redoing the kitchen so you can get those Maja cases? Is that the
Yeah,
trade-off?
suddenly the new kitchen is
Brownie
only
points.
a third the size of.
you saw it. Brownie
Yeah.
points.
Yeah, all right.
I see.
Kitchen
I know.
is mod creases.
Why is my kitchen so small and your room has suddenly got so much bigger?
Why do we go with
All right.
glass fronts on all the cabinets, Ian, in the kitchen? I don't understand.
Exactly.
And black. It's a little harsh for a kitchen. But...
Yeah. All right. So, anyone want to pick one there?
Let's do 000.
Okay. Let's talk about Trip. And you've read the comics, so I think you'd be the right man. Who? Anyone else on the panel read the comics?
No, I know of them, but I've not read them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were in the first Darth Vader series. Dr. Afro, who's kind of a bounty hunter archaeologist type of character. Cool character. She's gonna make it into live action soon enough. I really thought she might have been in like in the third Boba Fett Boba Fett or the Mando series or something. I really thought they would have worked her in there, but there's time. I kind of thought the way they wrote these was a little over the top. I mean, they're really sadistic, but I mean that's the way they're built. So like, it's just like droids going, "Ooh, I'd like to tear his eyes out," or like that. It's just like, okay, I guess that could happen. But they look damn cool, man. They really look cool. I mean, it's a silver Edward Scissorhead C-3PO with red eyes, man. I've seen some cosplay of this too. It's incredible.
They're getting the value out of that mold.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and diecast too. So really, really nice looking. Like I said before we started, I tried for this only because they did what they did. They made it limited, which I think is the thing. Right? It sucks you in, and then you got to get them both. And unfortunately, my timing was off, and I thought Cody was the 1 o'clock, and this was the 4 o'clock, so I missed it. But
did you get a Cody?
No. No. But
they're still available.
Yes, I know. I'm gonna wait for that coupon to come. Yeah, I don't know. Like I think what I was saying was I think the reason that they did maybe the reason that they had these, one as an exclusive, one as a regular sale, is maybe they were hoping they could sell 2,000 of these, and that would be great. If these sold 2,000, that would be a good number for these. Hoping that everybody who bought one from the 2,000 would buy the BT1, and because you have to have them as a pair, they're kind of a pair. But sadly, I think there's a lot of scalpers and stuff who would probably pick some of these up, and I know they're already going for like $600-800 on eBay. So not everybody who had bought one is going to buy a BT1, so that might backfire on them. I don't know, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I thought that was strange. Cool. Like, I'll run through my thoughts on this really quickly. I have none. I didn't know these droids until last week. I'm not in any way annoyed that they did them, because look, we're crying out for things different. These are things different. There's people out there who consume every single piece of Star Wars media, whether it's the movies, the TV shows, the animated series, the books, the comics, everything. And if you're a diehard Star Wars fan and you want something different, this is different. So I thought it was strange the way they didn't just make them both. I think I get why they made this one limited. It's not a 1/6 scale collecting is a niche hobby, and then Star Wars collecting within the 1/6 is a niche within a niche, and then this really obscure type of Star Wars is a niche. So if limited amount of people know this, limited amount of people. I understand why they made this one limited, but why didn't they make the two of them limited or the two of them not limited? It's a strange move, because we were talking about this backstage, and I think a lot of people say if they fail to get tripped, they're like, I'm not going to get BT1 now.
Yeah. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I really think it's an A/B test kind of experiment on their part. I really think this is like you said, it's a niche within a niche within a niche, and they're going to sell what they're going to sell, and they're going to test it. Let's see if we split up like a pair, and see if everybody who buys the initial limited release one buys the other one as well to go with it. Yeah,
because if ever there was to be a 2-pack, surely this is it.
Yeah.
Well, even normal original trilogy C-3PO and R2-D2, I think that would be the ultimate 2-pack, but it's the most obvious 2-pack, I'd say. But Dirk Diggler's stunt double. I love evil versions of good characters. And Hoonigan comes in and says, I agree with Dirk Diggler, there's always room for evil versions. And that's kind of what I was saying. It's like, these are definitely not to me, but they are for someone. I know that's a cliche, but so like, I'm happy they're doing something different, and they're maybe giving something to collectors who appreciate these kind of maybe almost like, that's what dark side or almost like horror versions of good characters. So yeah.
We were talking about this on the 1/6 pack with the the dead Death Troopers. Like, what a cool, like, I kind of wish I could do like niche collections like that. Like, let me just get all zombies. Like, I'll get all the Marvel zombies, and now I can get the Stormtrooper zombies. But like, if you get evil characters, like you get the evil Spock, from the Mirror, and you get these guys, but it's just like a whole shelf of just opposite evil characters, versions of different things. That'd be fun.
That'd be pretty cool. Ian, I think you're the only. Well, sorry, Trevor. Back to the start again. But you didn't secure a trip. Is that right?
I did not. No, I came in late, and he was down to 75%, and I was at 1100 or something like that. So I wasn't going to get it. But I know a lot of people who did, who wanted it. It seemed pretty easy to get. I didn't hear a lot of consternation about people missing it, but I'm sure people did.
Yeah, Ian, I think, is the only one on the panel who picked up trip.
Yeah.
Did you just like? It was a sideshow kind of waiting list type thing, was it?
Yeah, so I jumped on the Aries, the link, got in relatively early, got it secured. So yeah, I wanted this. I didn't read. I'm normally into the source material. Haven't read this. One of my friends big on the Star Wars comics, but I want to do. I talked about the Death Star wall. I want 6 red Death Star backgrounds, and I want to do the Inquisitors with Kenobi, Vader, and Trip and BT1. I want to do my own little spin with a few things. So that's why I picked it up. I'm actually wanting to put 2 full shelves of dark side style. So I picked that up for future proofing. And I know that will melt somebody's brain because it's different arcs, but it's my room. It's my collection.
Yeah, exactly. As I would say, my collection, my rules. Yeah.
Ian, they're stainless steel, so they might go nicely in the kitchen too.
I'm going to put you on. I'm going to put you on a video call with Lucy. You'll soften the blow.
Negotiations.
They're like appliances, honey. Look at them.
I've got a new set of knives, and they're attached to this droid.
Where do you see the toaster I bought?
That's good. That's good. So, Ian, did you get BT1 as well?
I've actually not ordered BT1 just yet because I will be getting it, but I've ordered everything else apart from Chrome Cody. And I just want to wait until May the 4th is over with, just to see, because I'm a little bit stretched at the moment with everything going on. So,
yeah, I'd say kitchen is not cheap.
If it's a dull week, then straight away I'll be getting BT1 regardless. I can't, like everybody said, you can't have one without the other in this. In my opinion, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. That's the way. I mean, my C-3PO hasn't landed yet, but like, I don't have an R2. So as I've said multiple times before, I don't want an R2 from the sequels or the prequels. And so let's go back and get that deluxe OT, or seen as Mario's in the chat, wait until they inevitably reissue 2.0, one from original trilogy, which is going to happen, Mario. It's only a matter of time, and a long enough timeline, everything gets reissued. Yeah, so yeah, I agree with Hoonigan. I don't get the whole Chrome thing, but again, I don't get these droids on the screen either. But they're not making stuff just for me. They're making stuff for the general community or whatever. So it's good. So yeah, there's no shade here anyway.
Like I said, I think these will make it into live action eventually, along with Afra. And at that point, they'll either reissue them or these things will go up way in, very high in price because I think people will, depending on the way they do them, maybe they'll love them or hate them, I guess. But I can't imagine people not being interested in these if that happens. So
I have to call Mario out, man. Mario, I love you. Do you really think they're never going to do an original trilogy or two ever again? I think that's a legitimate question. I think they 100% will. Not even a question.
Yeah.
Do you what do you think, Mario? Do you not think for a New Hope 50th, surely, they're gonna do some stuff? Come on, Mario. Anyone else have anything to say about Trip?
Other than it's really good that they're bringing out stuff that certainly in my mind, that I didn't see coming, and more of it, please. I don't want to see the 2.0s. I don't want. Let's be creative and bring out new figures that we want.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. Before we move on to the next
my
one.
wallet doesn't like that, but I like that.
It's Randall. Uh-oh. It's a hopeful panel. Good to see you, Randall. And then Mario says OT or 2, original trilogy or 2. Yeah, sure, but maybe not with all the tools. I don't know, man.
They got them.
I don't know. They got those molds. I think I might. I had a lead on a original trilogy deluxe or 2 with all the gear, and that's the one I wanted. But there was just a little blemish on the paint, and it was enough to bother me. I passed, but it came close. All right, so Trevor, what do you want to talk about?
Let's go to. We're going through all these. Let's go to movies. Was that movie recommendations?
Yep, random movie recommendations. So it can be a new movie, an old movie. It doesn't have to be a silent film from the 1920s. It's just, as the name suggests, a random movie recommendation. All right, so I need to think.
Yeah, no, I was thinking. I got one though because I don't know why I was thinking about this. I must have been watching something that people were talking. I think I was watching a YouTube channel that were talking about like sort of medieval movies, like the best armor medieval movie, which a lot of people said was Excalibur, which is also a great recommendation. But this is one of my. I think this movie still has the best cinema dragon that there's ever been. It is from 1981, so
Wow. It's
temper
never ending
your-
story, isn't it? It's the luck
temper
dragon.
your expectations. No, it's called Dragon Slayer.
Right.
And it's Peter McNichol, which if anybody probably doesn't know Peter McNichol anymore, but not the He-Man heroic type of character that you'd expect, but he's kind of the Luke Skywalker type character in it. Evil wizards and a cameo. Well, wasn't a cameo then, but he pop in there. A young Ian McDiarmid as a kind of a crazy monkey wizard, which is cool. I had forgotten he was in it, and I went and rewatched it like last year, and I was like, oh my god, that's Ian McDiarmid.
A crazy monkey wizard, you say?
Monk wizard.
Oh,
I think he's like a
monk.
priest. Actually, I think he's like a priest
No,
of
I'm
some
with you.
kind. Yeah, he's a priest. Yeah, he's like a priest.
Yeah. Gotcha. It's a Dragon Slayer.
Dragon Slayer, 1981. Again, temper your expectations on special effects, but the dragon itself is fantastic.
Right.
You still got green screen stuff in there, but it's a fun movie. It's just fun.
Excellent stuff. Good stuff. What about yourself, Ian? Any random movie recommendations?
Oh, I was prepared to give you a shit fest of bad movies, so I'll go with.
If you want to give a bad movie, just to mix it up, if you want.
I'll save that one for next week. So, I'll go for 1983 Risky Business. Tom Cruise, Rebecca De Mornay, where it's coming off age movie, one of Tom Cruise's first movies. So I watched that as a teenager. It's coming out in 4K soon from Criterion. Still stands up for me. and apparently Tom Cruise and Tom and Rebecca got it on in that movie in one scene.
What you mean, as in like as
Full
in
on.
As in like what they were filming, they weren't acting.
Yep, because they just started dating.
Ah, I thought they actually weren't allowed to do that. I remember reading something about that. How to make them interesting,
No,
risky
there's-
business. I must.
Yep. It's even going back and seeing it, 1983, it holds
Yeah,
up. It's
things were
good
kind
movie.
of, I suppose, looser and stuff back then. God, that was a terrible choice of words on me. Phil, do you have a movie recommendation? Moving on.
I was going to make a comment, but I put something in the private chat comments.
Thank you, I appreciate
with regard to that film.
Do you have a movie for us?
I'll stick with the theme of dragons then and say Dragon Heart.
Ian's one
by-
had nothing to do with dragons.
It
So,
didn't.
no, go on.
No.
Go on.
Yeah, well. Yeah.
But maybe a wizard's sleeve.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Maybe. Phil,
But yeah, I'd say Dragon Heart. Dennis Quaid, Sean Connery voiced the dragon. I think I remember that pulling on my heartstrings. I was a youngster when I watched that, I think.
I think I've seen that. It's been a long time since I've seen
Yeah.
Risky Business, and it's been a long time since I've seen that as well. I am completely. I when I made the slides and stuff like that, normally I'd have an idea of a movie recommendation, and I'm frantically just googling through stuff and seeing like there's a lot of movies here that are like, yeah, they're good, but
While you're
Do you
looking,
know
I'll
what?
put one more thing out there for Dragon Slayer if you're like a Star Wars fan. Phil Tippett did the animation, and Dennis Muren from ILM were both involved in the special effects. So just kind of worth it to go back there and like compare it to like Empire Strikes
Yeah.
Back and things like that. So
I have
Awesome.
one. Jordan Peele, Us. Yeah, it's. I think the less you know about the movie before going into it is it's probably the best. It's just really really good. It's kind of, I suppose, a horror thriller. It's Jordan Peele, Us, really really good movie. Okay, what you want to talk about? Anyone? Who's going to go doing the face-off this week? I can't do it because I know the questions and I know the answers, so like it'll make it a bit too easy. Trevor, will you go up against someone?
I'll take a chance. Sure.
All right, okay.
Never good at these things under pressure.
Ian has
but-
strategically disappeared, so I don't know. Phil, are you ready for Ian to come back, or?
I'll give it a go. I've got Google in front of me, so who knows?
No,
No,
Googling.
no,
Okay.
I'm joking. That's a joke.
Switch over to
All right,
the
Phil, let's go.
private chat, please. And
Okay.
right, so I'll get the music ready here just to add in some form of
Oh.
tension.
Apparently, Ian's closing the garage doors.
Okay. Where is this? Kind of all over the shop tonight. Alright, so here we go. So we've got our music going. Okay. Who would like to go first?
Phil. Do the
Okay.
honors.
So first questions are in what year were the movies released? So question 1 for Phil. In what year did the movie Jurassic Park release?
I'm going to say 94.
You're very close. 94 was a great year for movies. I'm pretty sure Forrest Gump and Pulp Fiction was released, and a bunch of other movies were very, very good as well. But I think Braveheart might have been released, but Jurassic Park was 93. You were close.
Damn.
Trevor, your question. You got very lucky with this one. In what year did the movie Aliens release?
Christ. Did I get lucky? This is
Oh my
what killed. This is
God.
what killed me last time with
Oh.
Alien. It was aliens. It was Hicks. 19. When the hell was that? 80. 83?
1986.
Oh, shit. Damn it.
Okay. Back to Phil. Who directed Predator?
I've got no idea. I'll say Ridley Scott.
It was. I didn't know until today. I looked it up. John McTiernan. Mad. I thought that would be someone I don't know any of his other movies. Maybe I have, but I just don't know it was him. So no one's got a question right yet. It's up for the taking. So back to Trevor. Who directed the movie Independence Day?
I can see it. I can see the name. John. Oh crap! I'm gonna hate myself because I know this one. I don't know. I think his name is John, but I can't remember the last name. I don't remember. Or was
Ronald Emmerich.
Okay. Guess not.
We're down. So if you're just joining us, we're doing face off. We're into the third round, third question each. No one's got anything right so far, so it's up for grabs. So this is the who played in the movie Event Horizon. Phil, who played Dr. William Weir?
Sam Neill.
It is Sam Neill. We have a point on the board. Phil number 1. If Trevor doesn't get this right,
good luck.
then you've taken it.
Did I get the Blu-ray Aliens?
You get the third one.
Trevor, your final question.
Yes.
In the movie Spectre, who played M?
I just watched the last one, and I'm so bad with actor names. Like, this is what I do with my wife. I'm like, it was the guy that was in the thing.
With the yoke.
Yeah, with the thing, with where they had the boat. And, I can picture him, but I'll never remember his name. I don't know. I'm giving up.
That's Ray Fiennes.
That was Ray Fiennes.
I thought it would. I considered doing Skyfall, but I figured everyone would know Judi Dench. But okay,
Judi
Phil.
Dench, I would have gotten. Yeah.
Good stuff. I changed from Skyfall. Okay, so we'll tone that music down there. Tone that all the way down and change it up a little bit, I think. All right. Okay. So, Trevor, you can choose.
Phil.
I enjoyed that. Really enjoyed that.
I think I chose. Oh no, I didn't.
It's always fun when you're winning.
Yeah, true.
I guess since we have to do it, we'll do Cody.
Okay, I'm gonna just flick up some of the chats there while you chat about this.
Go
So,
back to people busting my balls.
okay, Cody.
Yeah, do that, and I'll go and get a drink.
What you got to say about Cody, Trevor? Hopefully not too much, but go on.
Not too much. No,
I'm joking. I'm joking.
I think it's an odd choice, as everyone has said, for this type of thing. If this is your thing, it's your thing. It's cool. Like, I bought the Chrome Clone Trooper. Again, it was like a whim, and I'm trying to sell it, and good luck. These are not investment pieces, I don't think. They're just... not that any toy should be, but I didn't buy it to sell it, but I opened it up, and I didn't really care for it, and I don't have a place for it. And I'm starting to curate things, so... Yeah, I have no interest in this. I think it was just kind of... It's weird that they're doing a specific character in this style, you know what I mean? On the other hand, we were talking, and I don't know how they would pull this off, but if they did a Darth Vader in Chrome somehow... I might be tempted to buy that. But I don't know if it would just be... We were talking about whether it would just be the armor or if the whole thing would be silver. Like, the suit would be silver, the cape would be silver. I don't know. It might be a little weird, but I might buy it. I might buy it anyway. But this, no interest in this. Happy for people who are collecting this whole thing. It's gonna look great with the rest of them on a shelf. I can't deny that they'll look cool. But yeah,
I think that kind of sums it up. Like I think all these look cool. Like they look like science fiction posable Oscars or something like that.
Yeah.
And like if you have an entire cabinet full of these, and you've got the the chrome Cody and the chrome Stormtrooper and the chrome clone trooper and everything, like they will look great. Like they look great if it's just the one piece you have. Like maybe someone has a nice office. I always imagine these like highly successful people with these corner offices overlooking, I don't know, Central Park or something like that, you know, and these well-to-do people with vinyl and stuff, and then they just have these random like pieces on their desk, which is like, all right, you're into science fiction, whatever. Like that could be the one piece, whatever. But I just prefer like screen accuracy. It's not something that I would gravitate towards. Yeah. Interesting the way this was the first one that was one of those queue system that didn't sell out, you know. So
yeah, my friend TJ though, I mean, I think this is the first Cody. The other Cody didn't come with the Phase 1 helmet.
That's right.
So this is the first Cody, strangely, to have the Phase 1 helmet for it, which is odd.
Here's one I made earlier. So yeah, so this is the helmet he comes with, which is the helmet on screen. And I believe that's the Phase 2. I'm sure Mario will correct me if I'm wrong about that, because I always get confused between the two of them. So he just came with the Phase 2. I think that's right. Yep. And then the Phase 1 is the one with the fin. The kind of more Rocketeer looking one. Would that be right?
Yep. Yeah. A little bit. Which is odd. Like I can't imagine they're not going to reissue Cody, which I know a lot of people were calling for because it's expensive now. And just reissue it with both helmets this time, which is going to piss some people off. But you know, they haven't done that before. Yeah.
Because it's funny how I think Mary made the point, or someone, they give him like, well, you were just kind of making the point really, actually, they give him Phase 1 and Phase 2 on Chrome, when like if they did a reissue, that was probably one of the things that they could have made the original, or the new one different from the original. My antennas both, if you get those pieces, like this here, be very careful with that. That's
very
just
scary.
waiting to,
that is very scary.
And I've got them posed on the windowsill there with no stand or anything like that.
I keep a stand on him.
Yeah, but he does look incredible. But it's just, again, like it takes a lot for me to get a prequels figure, to be honest. Like, but they're just the armors are just. I was always into that, like that kind of science fiction armors, mech suits and stuff like that. I really admire these people's imaginations. So no way, Mario. I like to live dangerously. So I'm only afraid of two things: nuclear war and carnies. What can I say? So small hands. Right. Anyone else want to chime in on Cody?
No, I mean, he's still available, huh? He's still out there.
Still out there.
Did they didn't put a piece number on this, did they? Or did they? Did they also say it was like 2,000 or something?
I think this one's 2,200. I can check it out.
All right.
Pretty sure this one's 2,000.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people saying, if I had gotten that Chrome Trooper, like you can still get that Chrome Trooper for below cost on eBay at this point. You can still get the Chrome.
2.5. Like they do look cool. It aesthetically looks cool, but like it comes back to that. If you get everything that looks cool, you'll be broken homes. You know?
That's it.
Like it's just like actually,
and space. You've got to love this stuff. You've got to buy into this aesthetic and kind of go with it for either that, or you're a big Cody fan. I guess. I guess there could be people out there who are just that big a fan of the character. Or clone troopers in general, I suppose. Then if you've got a complete clone trooper collection, you've got to have the clone or the Chrome clone trooper. Guaranteed we're going to get a Boba Fett like this at some point too. So
make your own
X-Men
1/6
Supreme. He's
chess
here
set.
and he's just straight away making fun of my accent, man. I not speak English good now. Like, come on, man. Thought we were friends, Dave. 2,500.
Oh, 25.
Lewis likes the music. Good stuff. Yeah, the wallets are. I don't think they're done. I think the 25th anniversary is what they're going to do. So, all right, back to the board. Ian, you choose.
What's left?
What is left is we've done the top row. New. So if anyone got something in, I got something in. Or if anyone sold something, I also sold something. Or made a fort be with you, which is we'll get into like fun predictions, and I think that's it then. So.
Why don't we leave May the 4th to the end and we'll go for new?
Great. I'm really, really happy you asked that. So, so how did you know? This is a special day. The name of the show is The Hope Show, and this brings hope to everyone. I'm officially done with business with the Devil's Workshop.
Nice.
So this is hopefully the last time I tell this goddamn story, and I'm going to tell it in 10 seconds. I used to buy from them. They had an issue with shipping with the routed. I cancelled. Thankfully got my money back. I had 2 orders left. One's Ahsoka, she's behind me. The other is the Robert Pattinson Batman with Bat Signal, which is downstairs in the box. So, done. Got out unscathed. I know a lot of people aren't so lucky. Keep hassling them. Get onto your credit card if you do. So I got this. But I also have the INART one on order, and it's a financial decision, it's a space decision, and from looking at reviews and comparisons, I'm going to go with the INART one. We don't want to go back into that debate
same.
because it's getting really old. It got old really quick, but I've made the decision to stick with the INART version. But this, I'm sure, is fantastic. I put this up last week when I saw I got the shipping, and I decided I was going to sell it. I put this up, and within like a few hours it was sold.
Where did you put it up?
I buy and sell on
16
on,
Republic.
adverts.ie. It's an Irish site.
Oh, okay.
There's no fees,
Nice.
so, and it's I've used it. I bought some great. Most of the time I work backwards. I go through them. T800 police shootout, perfect condition. Got it on that. So I'm just a collector who looked after stuff. Same with the Mech Testoni, the Alec Guinness, Obi-Wan. There's a few kind of ones I worked backwards on and got. So anyway, so that has been sold. Nice. And I just have to ship it out tomorrow, and that will go into funding other things. And
I have mine up on eBay right now. There's a shit ton of them available though. So
you put this version up on eBay.
I got it, because I got the INART 2 as well, and I was going to kind of
gotcha.
compare and contrast, but at this point, from what I've seen, I came to the same conclusion as you did, is I'm just going to go with the INART.
Yeah. And I got the 4K Aliens Blu-ray, which I didn't get through the Devil's Workshop. I just went into a shop. It was weird actually buying something over the counter. It's like, people still do that. Yeah, so that was my new in out. Ian, anything besides the kitchen? Anything arriving?
A whole shitload of stress. That's what's arrived this week. Actually, was it the last week? I can't remember. I got Electro from No Way Home.
Oh yeah,
just up there. 6 months later, so yeah, quite happy with that. Got my replacement Tauntaun. Was that? Oh, and came today the Batman. However, I'm the poor Batman, the Hot Toys version. I've not opened it yet. It's downstairs.
Oh, you haven't opened it yet, no?
I've had no chance to. I'll not open that.
You've no time. Yeah.
I'll not open that until the weekend, and then it'll go straight on the Bat Cycle, and forget about it. So yeah, it's not as good as the INART one. I know that, but so that's there. So that's me in terms of in out. I think.
Jose's got a question for you there, Ian. Yeah. He's bullying us in the private chat, man.
Why I ran away from the face off?
Yeah, you left and then the face off. The two boys went head to head there and battled it out.
Because Lucy with the garage door. Yeah.
That sounds like a Beatles song. Lucy with the garage.
Hey, Jose, don't shit talk when you were a shite bag and bottled it tonight, my friend. don't be on the keyboard and play the big billy balls. So
I'd love if like someone just randomly stumbled across the stream. They're like, my God, he's really calling that guy out, isn't he? It's like completely unaware that you
I know,
the guy.
and they don't know.
Yeah. All right, so what about yourselves? Anyone pick anything up or get rid of anything? Or
I think the last time I was on, since the last time I've had the C-3PO and Anakin Vader, or Kenobi Vader, should I say? No.
Oh, you got C-3PO in and the Kenobi Vader.
Yeah,
They're
that was a while back.
They're two like power moves right there. I'm still waiting on that 3PO. You're happy with the Kenobi Vader, yeah?
Oh yeah, it's phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
The first photograph I took, literally out of the box, I turned the eye, took a photograph, and that's the one that I posted the other day.
Oh yeah.
Like
That went like
there's
crazy likes on it, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. Strange.
Man, certain characters are always going to... Also, like, the photo was awesome as well.
It was great.
We shared that one,
Appreciate
yeah.
that.
With certain characters, Batman, Iron Man, Vader. Vader seems to always get views and clicks and stuff like that. But question for you there, Phil. See behind you, you've got the Mando Luke there, yeah?
Yeah.
Is that the stock cape?
Yeah.
Because that looks incredible. That looks incredible. I like that. Because the way it's draping... it really covers him up. I suppose I've had him in kind of the same pose for about a year now, but it looks really nice. Yeah,
Takes a bit of futzing, but
yeah, absolutely. What about yourself, Trevor?
Well, I am unfortunately still ensconced with the T-dubs, although I have been upgraded to WhatsApp now, so now I'm a VIP and I'm being ignored here.
There
now,
you go.
Which is great. So we'll see. Hopefully I can
Like,
get that resolved.
That thing downstairs was like months of just like going into my sent items.
Yeah.
Copy and pasting what I sent him the week before and just pasting again. It was just like order number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Or
Where
whatever.
is it? Right.
It's paid.
What's happening?
Ship it now. Do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Do it now.
Exactly.
Do you know? So it was just like the same. Just
this has been 2 years for this item
Yeah.
now at this point, and it's nuts.
I
And
think
if you don't,
they're
it's like if
done
you don't
now.
have it, I've said if you don't have it, give me the credit. They gave me credit for the Wonder Woman, the rooted hair Wonder Woman, which I never got. So I got a couple things they had in stock. To their credit, they shipped those. I got those. That's all I want to do. I just want to go in and buy some stuff that they have in stock, whether I need it or not, or somebody else I know needs it or whatever, and just get the hell out. I just want to get
so
out.
I presume when hopefully they satisfy your orders, you're done then.
Oh yeah. I can't imagine unless it's something in stock and it's an incredible deal, and even then I would be like I don't know. But I did get in the Susu Toys Old Man Logan recently, which is really very, very nice. Fantastic figure.
Yeah, that's the one that comes with like a baby Hulk or something like that as well. Yeah.
Yeah, the baby Hulk's a little weird, but the figure itself is great. And I got the speaking of Keaton Batman, I got the old housekeeper from Mars Toys, which is excellent as well. And the 22 Batmobile came last week too. So that's in a box. Yeah.
So you've had an absolute like crazy few weeks then.
Yeah, you can see I've gotten one of the 3 opened, so that's probably the way it's going to stay for a while.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to finish off with. I asked we touched on this last week. We're kind of working off the assumption that they're not done yet, and there's going to be one final wave for May the 4th, or over the next week or so. We could be completely wrong because Hot Toys be Hot Toysing. So what I've asked the panel members to do is come up with like 3 predictions they actually think are going to happen. And like if you want, you can give 3 things that pie in the sky that you just want. I'm just going to give my 3 things that I think that they're going to do. I do think that they're going to, part of what they drop for May 4th, assuming they aren't done, because we don't know, they could be done. They Hot Toys be Hot Toysing. So I think if they do have another wave coming, that's where they're going to release some of the 25th anniversary the Phantom Menace. So I think what we might see is, I think you're going to see this. Like again, this is just for fun. Like there's no point in commenting on the video and going, haha, it didn't happen. It's for fun. Okay, it's just for fun. Some of the comments I got, I actually have to tell you about. I'm sorry, I just triggered myself. The Jazz Inc. interview comments.
Oh yeah.
Like some of the comments on it was like, guys, you need to touch grass. Like this is like it's. There was one of them. I think it was a video I did. It wasn't the Jazz Inc. interview. It was the. It was kind of like when they had their prototype images officially, final prototype images of their 89, and I was kind of humming and hawing over, do I order it or do I keep the Hot Toys one or do I cancel? I did a video basically outlining the pros and cons as I saw it, and someone just got straight on the comment section and said like, you know, basically you're an idiot, you don't know what you're talking about, all you did was bash Jazz Inc. for this 20-minute video, and it's your own fault because you tried to fix the Justice Mobile yourself. At no point in the video do I ever mention the Justice Mobile, because I've never owned a Justice Mobile or any other Jazz Inc. product, and I really didn't have the time or the crayons to explain it to this person. But yeah, sorry, just a side tangent about comments. Like these people in the comment section, it's like you're either going to get blocked. Depending on what mood I'm in, I might send you a smart comment back, which you'll get more annoyed about it than I will. Or I'll just show it to my mates in a group chat and we'll have a good laugh at your expense. So thank you. Either way, the house wins. But yeah, I think this could possibly come. I think this could be one of those, like no one's expecting Padme or Anakin from Attack of the Clones last year or whatever. I think this could be this year's, going back into big with. These are easy repaints. Like I don't think everything they're going to release is going to be like brand new. They're going to have to capitalize on some molds they have already. I think these are easy repaints. They have the Geonosis battle droids. Just these are pretty much the same thing. Just paint them different. They did say more droids are coming. This is an outside chance, but I don't think this is that hard to do. If they can do the engineering for the Iron Man, they can do this. They're my 3 predictions or picks, and we might come back to them after they release the all that kind of stuff. Like so, yeah. But yeah. So, Ian, what you reckon?
If it's reveals, I'll share the same sentiment. I do think Padawan Obi-Wan will be revealed. And for people to clip this, I'll go for Jar Jar Binks.
What do you know that we don't know?
Oh, and reveal.
So you think they're gonna put Jar Jar Binks up for PO?
I'm here for somebody clipping this and coming back and giving you abuse in the comments.
Oh right, okay.
Who is this Scotsman? What does he know about Star Wars?
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, Jar Jar. I think we should.
The thing is that they're not going to be able to understand what vast majority of what we say is.
Don't go all Jose on us tonight, please, Shane. Please, come on.
What does that mean?
People will be Google translating Jar Jar in Scottish. What does that mean in Scottish? What is that? What is that slang?
A few
for?
jars. Yeah,
Drink.
Jar Jar, yeah, it means
Drink.
Have a little Jar Jar.
All right, so recap there. So you agree with Padawan?
Yeah, Obi. I'll go for that. In terms of reveals, I'll throw in Jar Jar and General Grievous.
Really, you think the Hot Toys are going to do their version?
At some point, yeah, but I'm just throwing that out for next week. These are reveals. I think there's different things that will come for releases this week.
You think they're going to do like releases? All right, stuff that they've already put up for pre-order before and stuff.
Yeah, I think the TRT's coming this week.
Yeah, I kind of heard that somewhere as well. Like, Trevor, what you reckon?
Well, for the Phantom Menace, I think you guys are both right. I think we're definitely going to get Padawan Obi-Wan. I think Jar Jar too. I think we'll see Jar Jar. Whether or not we'll see it on May 4th or not, it's coming soon. But it would be kind of cool if they did. I mean, it'd be kind of cool because I don't have to buy any of them. But Padawan, Obi-Wan, Jar Jar, and young Anakin. I'd love to see a young Anakin. That'd be kind of cool. And for some reason, why do I feel like the actor is like kind of back in good graces with things? What did I see? I saw some news about him, but anyway, it would be nice to see if that get a figure as well. But I'm hoping that they'll go outside the Phantom Menace a little bit, and I would love to see. This is my dream, Artisan Edition, Luke Skywalker, Farm Boy Luke Skywalker. There you go, rooted Luke Skywalker.
Right. Do you not think they'll hold off until the 50th?
It's too long. It's too far.
It
What do we
is
got?
so
3
too
years?
long, yeah,
3
yeah.
or 4 years?
It
now?
was 5 years, really, because even if they
Jesus.
announce it,
No,
yeah.
no. I don't have that long,
wait,
Shane.
Wait a minute. What privilege
dark,
does this
man.
American have to get his wish list and I don't? Come on.
No, you do. Stop being so cranky, you snowflake. Come on, give us the...
Listen, I've been up
tired.
since
He's
4
nipping out
a.m. working.
cabinets.
Oh, what's wrong? Do you need a Snickers? Are you okay? You hungry?
Yeah.
You know, you ever heard a phrase? I heard a really good phrase last year. It was like, what was it? I want to get this right. If you think everyone hates you, go to sleep. But if you hate everyone, just eat something. As in, like, the ways of like dealing with your moods or whatever. Like that was quite a funny one. Yeah. So, what's your wish list?
Me, I'll go all in on Return of the Jedi just now. I want to see a Hot Toys Jabba the Hutt. My number one is Hut Slayer Leia, the PC version. And
Well, you can call it Slave Leia. To be fair, I think
Yeah,
you can call it.
I would-
Slave
I would
Leia,
prefer
because
to
that's what
do
she
that,
was
but
called.
They're just not
Yeah.
calling it that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As
so-
in, like, he was a big giant evil gangster slug, and in that moment, he did enslave her. He's a bad person. He's a bad
that's
person
slaves.
for doing it. Do you know what I mean? So yeah.
So for me, I just want that whole scene. So I want to recreate that. So
Yeah.
those are the two I would, whether it was Bib Fortuna or Bush Leia, I don't care. I'll collect all of that. But Jabba, Leia, let's go for Bib Fortuna. So
Yeah, that would be cool if they continued the Return of the Jedi and gave us a few
Yeah.
more of those. I do like Costa's
And
prediction.
an
though,
R2D2 for Mario.
there you go.
No, I want it. The thing is, Mario would probably buy a drinks tray R2D2. And the little lightsaber that comes out of his head, that'd be cool, because even the 3 3/4 inch figures did that. What about yourself, Phil? What do you give us? 3 realistic and 3 pie in the sky.
I think it's going to be quite anticlimactic, if I'm being honest. I got a feeling
Probably.
it's going to be the 5th brother, the 4th sister, and I think it's going to be that bark that we've seen with Anakin and Ahsoka on it.
Yeah,
The
actually, he's
dead
probably
Death
right.
Trooper.
Actually, that makes so much sense.
Death Trooper.
Yeah. Probably.
What I'd like to see would be Palpatine, either Bespin Leia in the gowns, Hope, or the new Hope Leia, and I'd love to have a Chewbacca.
Yeah.
But somebody
Maybe Return of the Jedi
mentioned
Chewbacca
Aura
would be
Singh.
great.
Yeah. Someone mentioned Aura Singh in there. I think she would go really well with Cad Bane. I'd love to have Aura Singh from the Phantom
Couldn't they
Menace.
put like when they had the Attack of the Clones C-3PO? I do remember like people saying like, "Oh, make sure you pick this one up if you want a C-3PO. Now we're never going to get another one again." But I was like, now that they have the hard work done, makes more sense that they give us the original trilogy ones in various different versions, which is what now we've seen Attack of the Clones, we've seen Return of the Jedi 40th, we've now seen Trip, which is basically the same mold. Like, I mean, with it would just make sense then that they kind of give us things. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, sorry, I know I was going with this. You mentioned Return of the Jedi Chewie. Couldn't you have just like a chopped up C-3PO on his back? But they probably wouldn't do that to diecast, like, to be fair. Like, But JB, yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
That would be pretty cool, yeah.
Since they're doing like comic book characters too, I'd love to see Costa's prediction of the B. Arthur and Art Carney figures from the holiday special. That would be.
Costa
something different.
also said, though, a purple Chrome Vader limited to 150. I mean, yeah, that it could happen. It could happen. Ian will get 2. You know?
Go with his kitchen.
Yeah. All right, folks. I think that's a good place to leave it as any. So, anyone want something to plug or anything?
We've got a giveaway.
Sorry, the giveaway. Yeah, well, that's perfect.
There's a queue on sideshow.com. Does anybody know why? Or is this just a holdover?
Oh no!
They
But did
screwed
you log
something
into
up?
a queue before? 'Cause sometimes when you click back to Sideshow,
Yeah, I tried to
temporarily flicks up
clear
the queue and
my
then.
history, but interesting. Okay, might be that.
Sorry, Ian. Obviously, thanks very much for coming on the panel, and thanks very much for offering that very, very generous 4K aliens.
Yeah.
It's so crisp. So do you want to call out the question? Are we going first person to type it right into the chat gets it? I presume.
Yeah, let's go for that.
Okay. So you can call it.
Okay, for Aliens 4K remastered Blu-ray, the question is, what rank is Hicks?
And that's
My
Hicks
God.
for all you non-Scottish.
How much was that DVD, Ian? I was going to say that the winner is whoever pays a super chat for the equivalent cost of that Blu-ray DVD.
Doesn't that completely
It took
defeat
the
point?
chat a long time to Google that one.
Yeah. So who was the first person?
Is that Darth Bane?
It seems to be coming up as Darth Bane. Yeah, on my end as well. Darth Bane
Yep,
is
that's
Corporal.
awesome.
You happy? Yeah.
Yep, Corporal it is. Darth Bane.
Stuff. There we go. Darth Bane, congratulations. You're the proud owner of a 4K Blu-ray Aliens. I gotta say, it is impressive. If you've seen the movie, it's yeah.
So Darth Bane, either contact Shane or me on Instagram and I'll post it to you.
All the talk on the chat of the 4K Blu-ray did get me to buy the 4K Blu-ray of Dune. So,
that's
So we'll see. Maybe that'll convert me. I don't know.
yeah. That's one I think you'd definitely get the benefits from as well.
Mm.
Congratulations, Darth Bane. Obviously, thank you, Ian. Anyone want to plug anything? They're appearing on any shows? They've got stuff on their own shows. Maybe start with Trevor there.
No, we just did the 1 6-pack last week, so we won't be on till a week from Friday, but we will be back on because there should be lots to talk about then, hopefully. And that's on the 1 6 Shooter YouTube channel. Lots of different types of stuff on there, photography, tips and tricks, and 1 6-pack and Legion's Lounge if you're into Mythic Legions, and Toy Photo Bomb, which Phil right here was featured on a couple months ago, which is the best of the month from the prior month. So we'll be doing April's in about a week.
Excellent. So like you kind of like take a figure photographer and showcase their work type thing.
Yeah, I have a guest on, and that guest picks their favorite 5 or 6 picks from the month before, and then I pick my favorite 5 or 6 picks, and we just go over and talk about how great they are. There's no critiquing. It's just, this is a great shot and this is what makes it great. So you can learn a little bit something from that as well. So
good stuff.
Fun.
Excellent. Thanks, Trevor.
Got to get you on, Phil.
Thanks for coming on the show.
Trevor, thank you.
It's 1 6 Shooter on YouTube and Instagram. So, Phil, what's going on with you? Do you want to work
Quiet times for me at the moment. That's my handle for Instagram if anybody wants to check out any of the photography. More of the same on there really. I'll be not up to much this week, so I'll be trying to get some of these figures, putting them to work, see what I can come up with.
Excellent stuff. And what about our Scottish correspondent, our own Scottish Santa Claus?
Well, if I survive this week, capping off gas and putting in new circuits for the electricity.
Don't do that at the same time.
I don't know. Well,
Yeah,
Roll
because
Costa in.
if you do that,
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
do you know when it comes to the point that you just realise the day before you've bitten off more than you can chew? That's where I'm
Yeah.
at. However, I'm going to give away something on Collector's Lounge. So everybody knows I got the sign number 1 Tauntauns, and one of them are broken. I've got that replaced. The one that's broken I glued together. Look, it looks great. Play with it and see. So I'm going to give this away. There's something that's
Wow.
missing. The stirrups are not with it, but let me show you. So
Wow.
because it was
That's
May the
impressive.
4th or Revenge of the 5th, I am going... Shipping is not included on this bad boy though. So if somebody wants it, you are paying for shipping. So,
oh
and
my
if there's
god,
damage,
really?
yeah.
I
So,
just joke.
so this bad boy, I will be taking the number 1 off the base because I can't do that. There's little bits on it. Somebody could do a better job than me. So, Collector's Lounge, it might be next Sunday for Revenge of the 5th or the following week, but I don't have a need for a third one and I don't want to get rid of it, so please, if you want it, go for it, but you have to pay for shipping.
You can't cut it open and put some guts and stuff coming out of it?
I would love to see somebody like you do that. So, listen, I have to say this, the two that I've got, they're the most special pieces in my collection. This is phenomenal. See when you feel how it's done, it's fantastic. But again, it's not got the stirrups. You can get them. You contact the guy, I'll put you in touch. But it's there, it's going, so...
Can I just
Yeah.
say something there? I think this is perfect for this. I'm looking up here and I have my endgame Loki stood on a beautiful rock stand to represent the corner of a building from a Spider-Man figure from like Spider-Man 3 or something like that. And I was looking for that particular stand for ages because my vision, I saw Dean Knight had his custom Batman Begins that a lot of us are trying to make stood on this. And what was beautiful about it is it was wide enough that Batman can stand in it, but narrow enough that the cape, the custom OT, custom cape drapes on either side. And then it just arrives in the mail to me because Ian sent it to me. I already mentioned that I had a 4K Dark Knight trilogy downstairs. He's kind of set me down a rabbit hole with that, but look, we'll put a pin in that for a second. I'm giving the man a compliment. And he's given away something on this show before. He gave away something tonight. Like, I mean, like, in fairness, he's very, very generous. So just shout out to you, Dean. That's awesome. I do actually have something for you as well, but I'm waiting until something else comes from Hong Kong before I send it over. You know what the other thing is coming. But I do have something for you. I do appreciate that. And I'm sure that whoever gets that beautiful Tongton is going to appreciate it as well. So,
appreciate it, thank you.
Yeah.
JB's
awesome.
got a question. So it's Luke's Tauntaun. It's got the broken tusk.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Good stuff. Like that's like amazing. See, Mario here is offering to pay shipping. So, folks, thank you very, very much. And yeah, I think we're going to leave it there if that's all right. So I suppose that's it. And supposed to be covering releases, drops during the week. And thanks for joining in. Hit the like and subscribe. And see you later, folks. That's it. So that would be game over, man. Game over.